Welcome to the Jim Show with your host, Jim. So, I've been blogging a lot about my days of trading cryptocurrency, and it's reminded me about the really big focus that I had on missed opportunities. That's really what it was all about. That's probably what I stressed out about the most during that time. Was how I was always missing some opportunity to make money that wasn't going to occur again. That's how I felt at the time. And obviously, looking back now, I can see how ridiculous that is. Just looking at the crypto space and everything that's happened then, it was a total lack based mindset where I was always thinking about what I could have done differently in order to be in a better position now. How I could have changed the past or done something different, taken better advantage of something that had happened, in order to have been in a much better position now. I was always thinking that if I didn't take immediate action or do something with every little chance that I had, that I was, missing out and I would never get back to the place that I was before if I didn't do those things. And this has been an issue for me in more than just this area. One that comes to mind is in sexual encounters throughout my life. So, and this is interesting. This is something I had spent a lot of my life thinking about. Basically, situations when I looked back at them where if I had done something different, right, it would have ended up in a nice sexual event occurring. Um, where I had like misread the signs and then figured out later what was going on as a wiser individual. Um, yeah, I would really like overly focus on those events, and I would run them through in my head over and over again and play them over and play what might have been. I would think about if I could go back in time to, these 10 different events, how it would change them and how it would play out differently. And I really had a big focus on all those things being like these missed opportunities, or I could have had this experience with these people and, it would never happen again. And it was a really interesting thing to realize that this was the same kind of thing going on with the trading, and how it was so important to me. I really felt like I had, lost out on um, something that was supposed to occur or could have occurred, and I just missed out on it. When the reality is that, one, in both of these instances, there are plenty of cases where, you know, plenty of opportunities going forward to do whatever, make a lot of money or have a lot of sex. If that's what I want to do, I could do that, right? There's infinite opportunities to do that. Well, maybe not entirely infinite, but for all practical purposes, the opportunities are, within my lifetime to do those things if that's what I wanted to do. And when I look at the past, right, the past happened because that's what was supposed to happen then. For one, I mean that's one way to look at it. And another, it's over, right? I cannot change the past. So what does it matter? It serves no purpose to go back and obsess over those circumstances and what I could have done differently. The thing I could have said, a different trade I could have made, a move I could have made in either one of those cases, a different move I could have made, right? To get a different result. It's totally pointless. I mean, there is lessons to be learned and applied in the future, right? That's how we get better at anything. But trying to change the past or thinking about how it could have been different or thinking about something that was lost is totally pointless. And I think a lot of people do this. They will look at their past and something that they used to have and feel like they'll never have that again. And this is also all about lack, because that thing that they had is not something they needed, because we are enough. Each of us is already enough for ourselves, right? We have infinite abundance within us, infinite love, infinite whatever. We already have that. And so that thing that we thought that we needed before, we never even needed then. And so we couldn't have lost anything anyway, right? We lost a story. There was a story that we told ourselves about who we were when that, whatever it was part of our life, whether it's that money or that, relationship or whatever. There's a story there that we've lost about ourselves, but it's just a story. It's not who we are, and it never was. And I think this is something that everybody struggles with. Everyone struggles with it, especially with relationships. I feel like that's somewhere where it really, really stands out, even more than perhaps money, because a lot of us are so focused on this idea that we have to find some other person to be complete, right? You complete me, which is nonsense because we're all complete already. What you really want to do is have two complete people have a relationship with each other. And guess what? It works pretty well. But or many of us feel like we're missing something, that someone else completes us, and then we're codependent with each other, right? That's why people fight a lot in their relationships. They have this codependent thing. They're both relying on each other to feel like they're complete. So there's a lot of fear of losing the other person. That's where all that stems from, is this idea that you're not complete without the other person. So you can't have a real relationship with someone else when you feel that way. That's what jealousy is all about. It's fear of them going and doing something else and you losing something, right? Because you need them to be complete. So if they are interested in other people or hanging out with other people, then they're taking away from you and your completeness, or your idea of completeness that you're getting from them, which isn't true in the first place. So I encourage you, if you do look at the past, and whether it's a sexual encounter that didn't work out, a relationship that you had that didn't work out, money that you lost, a nice car you had that you crashed, whatever it is, move on from it as best you can. I would say process whatever sadness you have about that time in your life, because you need to do that. You need to face it and process those emotions, and then release them and release that past, whatever it was. Realize that you still have more opportunities in the future, that you have infinite abundance in your life right now, that you are already complete, and that you can get all the other things that you want. Even if you don't realize that you already have them, because you do, you can still work on getting them, right? Either way, right? They're always out there. You already have them. You really do. But I know that can be hard to absorb and accept. So if you want to go a level lower than that, just realize that there's plenty of opportunities in your life to get whatever you want, whatever you need. You're already complete, but you have all the time in the world. You really do. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.